Oh, what up? What up, everybody? Welcome to the Gamerish podcast. This is, I believe, was it episode 5 of the Gamerish podcast for season 2. It's Dre, your boy BK Brawler 537. Hit me up on PlayStation, Xbox Live if you want to. The same thing, Stadia, BK Brawler. I know a lot of people don't have that shit yet, but if you do get a Stadia, BK Brawler is free for the next 2 months, I believe. Here once again, joined with Don.
Yo.
Got
Boy,
Captain
Don.
E down there.
Hey.
And Big E, your favorite boy. So once again, we're here to give you guys the news, latest and greatest movies, TV shows, video games. We got that all on the rundown today. So let's get started. Usually we start with video game announcements. This week was all about TV. I feel when it came to entertainment, or at least pop culture in the world, to us gamers and us people that watch TV, superhero shit. So I want to start with that. I don't know if D and Mike watched the Stargirl premiere.
I did.
I actually did. Yeah.
Oh, you guys watched it? Oh shit! I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Surprised. All right, this is a pleasant surprise. I thought this was gonna be a me and E conversation right here. But so Stargirl premiered. If you have DC Universe, you get to watch it a day early. I should tell people you get to watch it on Monday. If you just watch it on CW, you get to watch it. You have to wait till Tuesday. So you know what, E, since you're the comic book guy here, the main comic book guy for us, I'll let you go last on your thoughts. Mike, you tell us first. What was your thoughts on Stargirl?
I thought about Eric actually immediately. Dude, what Earth is this?
It's Earth 2.
Okay. All right. Well, we're gonna have to get a lot into that because that shit confuses the shit out of me.
Yes.
I liked it a lot, man. As soon as I saw that, Luke Wilson was in it and Amy Smart, I looked it up before I was gonna watch it. I usually don't watch a lot of CW shows, so I saw who was in it, and that intrigued me. And then it was funny, I thought the action was really good in it. I don't know anything about Starman or Stargirl or the Earth 2 and that little justice team that they have.
You don't know about the Justice Society of America?
I don't know about who I did know that I was excited to see was Solomon Grundy.
Yeah.
Oh, that was a nice surprise.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
that was. And what about Flash? Flash was in there. They had a cameo.
So playing, Flash is the shit. So playing, all the Rocksteady Arkham games, Solomon Grundy was like one of my favorite boss battles ever. And then, your DC, what the fuck is that one called with that fighting game?
DC
Injustice?
Yeah, Injustice.
Justice,
Yeah. So,
Which is one of my favorites.
so yeah, I was like, oh shit, Solomon Grundy's in this. It's gonna be decent. But no, I liked it. I liked it a lot. Way more than I thought I would. Like I said, I'm not really big into the CW shows since the Dawson's Creek and shit like that turned me off a long time ago.
For a second right there. Oh.
I said Dawson's Creek.
So.
Oh shit.
And that's what I think about it usually, as a teeny bopper kind of,
It still is.
network.
Mm-hmm. What about you, G? Oh, go ahead.
I was just saying I'm going to watch it. I'm going to continue watching it. I liked it.
All right, good. What about you, Don? What you thought about it?
Let me explain something to you, man. My first thoughts of it was just like, I honestly, when I watched it, I was just like, well, hold up, who took the Arrow budget on this? Because they had a nice budget. The motion graphics was good, because I'm a motion graphics guy. The motion graphics was good. The storyline had me keep watching, and I know it's only episode 1, so you're trying to figure out what's going on. But at the same time, the storyline was pretty good. The characters, it's funny, but it made me want to see what would happen. And it doesn't happen with me with a lot of shows. Like with the Arrowverse, their whole big thing was about their focus was it wasn't family. It was more so like honor and loyalty. And then Flash was about love, stuff like that. But this one was a little bit. It had me going. It was more comedic, and
you could tell it was a DC Universe production.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I was telling E that earlier, because it's like CW is all about brooding characters. Oliver Queen, oh my God, the blame's on me. Fucking Flash, oh, for love, oh, it's my fault that my wife got kidnapped. And fucking Batwoman, oh my God, my girlfriend's with another girl, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I killed somebody. Oh, it's the end of the fucking world.
I think
like,
Batwoman is more for like accepting what the world is today.
Yeah,
I think that's what that's
more
about.
accepted. Yes, it is of the world today, but she still has that brooding character. But we'll get to Batwoman right after this, trust me. But when I was watching this, Stargirl, I text E right away as soon as I was done. This is what, 6 o'clock in the morning, I think I sent you that text, 6:30 in the morning. And I just finished watching it because I wake up early, not just to get work. I could wake up an hour before work and get ready, but me, the gamer I am, I wake up at 2 hours before I have to leave the house just to play video games and watch TV before I go to work. And if I go to work and I didn't play a game,
and this, folks, is why he's an addict.
Exactly. Yeah.
No one wakes up early to play video games.
My wife
before work.
all the time.
Before work.
She gets mad at me all the time for waking up early and doing these things, but I wake up early, 2 hours early. 6 in the morning when I could wake up at 8, just so I could play some video games and watch TV in the morning before I leave. But watching Stargirl, the first 30 minutes, I said this is going to be better than Superwoman, and it's going to be better than Batwoman. I was like, this already. And they didn't even introduce any of the other heroes that are coming further on down the line in this show, and it was still a good show. As a pilot and origin story, it had that DC vibe. Yes, they didn't have the curse.
I like how they paid homage to the older characters, though.
Yes. At the beginning of the show, like when they showed the JSA, for those who don't know, Justice League of America, it was just like, oh shit, here's Flash, here's Starman, here's other people that Eric will mention because I can't remember all their names, you know. and I'm just like, yo, this is dope. Like the way shit was happening, like the whole spoilers, but the way that Starman gets killed, you know, that's so DC Universe. They wouldn't show that on CW, him getting icicles thrown through his body and shit like that.
I wonder if they change it though. I wonder if they changed like what they show on DC, what they show on CW.
No, I watched it on CW, and I saw the icicle, right?
Okay.
Did they use the word bitch multiple times on CW in that episode?
They were cussing. I can't recall if they said bitch, but I know they said shit and things like that. I mean, they were cussing.
I know on the DC version, there was like the B bomb was dropped like 2 times.
Now, I also watched it on Wednesday, so I watched it from the CW app. I didn't actually watch it from the network
the
itself.
Same thing they showed on the show on this TV, so it would be the same. So DC, I'd rather watch it on DC because I feel like that will where I'll get the raw version. Maybe one day I'll go and watch both.
And you get your money's worth.
So why is DC doing this? Because HBO Max is supposed to have DC now too, right? So now you got HBO Max is gonna have DC. You've got fucking DC Universe gonna have DC, their streaming service. And then you got CW having DC. Like, when's that? Is that just gonna stay like that, or
do you know about that? Why it's spread so many places? Because I honestly don't know.
Well, I thought it was because the DC app was kind of on the verge.
They don't got the amount of subscribers they thought they were have by now. I know that.
I mean, that's the real reason why Swamp Thing got canceled. No matter what anyone's gonna tell you. But I think the reason why Stargirl's on CW is because it kind of fits the motif for it kind of fits the programming. And then that's why Titans is going to go on Max or whatever it is because it's edgier.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, but back to what I thought about the show. I thought her finding staff was good. I'm so glad that Starman's sidekick, her stepdad, was there to talk to her, tell her about everything, because, you know, I'm so sick of the CW shows in there. I gotta hide my powers from my friends, blah, 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 blah. I was happy that she went to her mom. Like, I was surprised to see her go to her mom and be like, what's my father's Starman? You know, that's stuff you don't see on, that's the DC thing right there.
I mean, she's still gonna be hiding that shit from her.
That's the millennial in her.
Yeah. So you don't see shit like that on shit like Arrow.
Definitely not.
Batwoman and
I think it was for me. I think it was more raw. I think it was more raw into what's going on today. I mean, you know, exactly how we compare the other shows I think this is what's really going on today, and this is how it's going to be. I mean, hopefully it stays like this.
Yeah, it's a good show so far. I can't wait for episode 2. I'm gonna watch it Monday straight off the bat. I'm not even gonna wait. As soon as I get that email that the show is there, I'm gonna watch. So if anybody hasn't watched it, I myself highly recommend it. But go ahead. I know you spoke. I don't know if you spoke about it on your last pod. I know you mentioned.
Well, I did a reaction.
Yeah.
That night. I did a reaction on YouTube. Plug. So I really did enjoy it. I mean, I agree with pretty much everything everyone is saying. It was a high quality. It didn't feel like a CW show at all, and that to me was like the major draw. The major positive about the show. So what else? So I wanted to say, yes, this is Earth 2 because it's really fucking confusing. Even though they merged all the worlds together, there's still multiple Earths. So all this is taking place on Earth 2. No sense, none. So anyway, it's pretty close to the books, except that, I mean, in my opinion, I think we should have gotten a Justice Society show, but instead we got a Stargirl show, which is fine.
You know what's crazy? They keep teasing it though. They teased it with Legends. Yeah. Now they're teasing it with Stargirl.
Yeah, so I mean, it's possible that they might still do something. It's also the fact that we got to see the JSA in the beginning, and that was it, which makes me think that we'll get to see a little bit more of them as the show goes on.
Yeah, because was it in the comics she trained by somebody in the JSA after?
Yeah, well, I mean, she's a legacy character, which means that she's taken the mantle from another character, and she's like a bridge between the old world and the new world because there's tons of legacy characters and the JSA is like filled with them. And so, yeah, I mean, I think it would make sense if we got to see some of these legacy characters. Because, correct me if I'm wrong, the Wildcat that we saw was a man, correct? The Wildcat we saw was a man.
Yeah, he was, yeah.
Because they casted a female. And so I think she's going to be a legacy character for Wildcat. And hopefully we'll get to see that. Other characters like Stargirl who are taking the mantle. What?
Hey, E, I don't mean to cut you off, but let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Were you shocked at the fact that their costumes and their gear was almost close to the actual comics?
Yes. But some of them were more of the modern versions. Our Man, but they picked and choose because like the Dr. Midnight costume was more of the original, which I thought kind of looked, but also the Starman, they combined two characters. They combined Starman and they combined Star-Spangled Kid, which they mentioned both, but
I'm like, where is Star-Spangled Kid? I remember him.
Yeah, so he's a separate person from Starman. So they just combined the two. But yeah, I did notice that some of their costumes were more modern and other costumes weren't. I don't know why they pick and choose, why they sometimes do that and sometimes don't.
I believe that they, when it comes down to a costume kind of thing, I think if you're going to see more modern, they might come back. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If they're put more effort into creating a costume and they're more close to what's going on today in the comics, then I think they're going to be bringing them back. So I think that was maybe the key of seeing like an Easter egg, like, oh, they got the new costume.
Yeah.
They might come back,
That's an interesting theory, but it's also like the actor who played Starman, Joel McHale, is kind of, he's not like an A-lister, but people know who he is and he has a following. It's just weird that he was only in the show for such a short amount of time, which means
he's a busy guy.
Yeah, but it makes me think he's going to come back. So.
Oh, absolutely. I don't think he's going to be just the one episode. I think him being the father of her, I think he's going to at least play a mysterious cameo or a ghost.
Yeah, some flashbacks.
Like
sure, definitely flashbacks. I think we'll see all those characters in flashbacks.
Yeah,
absolutely.
TV shows are loving the flashbacks, so they'll definitely be back in flashbacks.
All right, so I think we all could agree that the Gamerish crew thinks that Stargirl is going to be a good show. I'm not gonna say it's a hit yet because for all we know, next week's
Yeah, it's
episode
one
could be
episode.
shit. But yeah, I think right now we're looking forward to what the future holds with it, and hopefully we could get some type of satisfaction in the future that we didn't get from Swamp Thing. You know?
Hey, E, real quick. When they first got to town and everybody was looking at him the exact same way and saying hello, was that all the mind control guy?
Oh, that's a good.
Yeah, I meant
like
to ask that. Yes.
And that's a good theory. I like that.
I'm thinking that too.
Theories.
Like, yeah, that has to be part of it. Some reason that they're doing that shit. But moving on, staying on DC Heroes. So we heard that Ruby Rose was leaving Batwoman, and
Fuck that bitch. Excuse me.
you know, like, what was you guys' reaction to Ruby Rose? And also, Stephanie Beatrix from Brooklyn Nine-Nine said that she would love to take on the mantle. So what are you guys' reaction to Ruby Rose leaving? And
Okay, well, I'm gonna say it. I'm glad. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, she was in the movie she's done. She's been a good accessory to the show, to the movie. I wouldn't say she would be a good main character because, trust me, I don't think she can pull that off. I mean, she didn't pull it off with Batwoman. I don't think she could pull it off. That's number one. Number two, the girl from Brooklyn Nine-Nine. I would, if they're gonna go her route, I would see it more so her playing a huntress role than playing actual Batwoman. It's my opinion, and the reason why is because all the huntresses I've seen, you know, them being the child of, you know, the child of Catwoman, Batman. I see her as more so huntress. I can't see her as Batwoman, you know. And because she left the show, this girl again, Ruby, I wouldn't say happy, but again, I mean, at least she could have finished it. Finish the show out, let that season run its course, and then that's it. You know what I mean? Like, my opinion.
what about you, E? Well, what's your thought?
She did let the season run its course because it's over.
Yeah, season 1 is done.
Yeah.
I think because she got hurt.
Yeah,
But
I
she
think it's
expected
because
it
she
to
got
get
hurt.
renewed.
Well, they think it got renewed in January, and I do think it's because she got hurt. There are sources in one of the articles that's not the case, but for some reason I don't believe that. She claims, well, not that she claims, but sources say that it's because she's from Australia, and so she misses being home. So she wasn't too happy with the grueling schedule, and apparently that created conflict on the set. But I was shocked. I was shocked
She stole Andrew Lincoln's excuse?
Yeah. I was still shocked, though, because but I agree, she's not a good actress. And she didn't really pull it off that great. But, I mean, I think it's because she got hurt. And she got hurt bad. Like, she was
broke
paralyzed.
her back almost, right? Yeah, she broke her back.
She was paralyzed. So I wouldn't be surprised if that's why she left.
What about you, Mike? What's your thoughts?
I didn't watch the show, but good riddance. I don't like Ruby Rose. I didn't like Orange is the New Black. My wife fucking
That was a good show.
She watched all of it. My wife would take the good TV. I couldn't play fucking video games or nothing whenever that shit came through. And really, her best role, in my opinion, is John Wick when she didn't talk.
Well, yeah. I mean, again, she plays an offbeat actor. Like, I mean, like, she does play it. Like, don't talk, just fight. You know what I mean? Like,
I wasn't mad that she was leaving. When I saw she was leaving, I was quite fucking happy because I'm like, yo, thank you. Because I'm like, remember, I know you said fanboy with an opinion. You talk about how you'll watch Flash while you're like
playing Animal
Crossing.
Yeah.
That's how I am with Batwoman and Supergirl. I'm playing on my Switch, or I'm playing a Steam game on my PC while watching it. And I don't even watch the full episode. I watch the first part when a commercial hits. I fast forward the next one till the next commercial, and then I watch what happens after that. Then I fast forward till the ending. That's because I know that next week they'll tell me what happened in between. You know, because I watched the full thing of Superwoman's season finale. I watched the Batwoman. What Batwoman? No, it was Batwoman had which one? Batwoman had a season finale this Friday, right?
They all did.
Yeah. So they both had the season finales. I'll mention now Superwoman's own at the ending of it. I was just like, huh? And like you said with Flash, I didn't even know that's ending. When I saw it, the only reason I knew it was a season finale was because they didn't show what was happening next week. So I researched it on Google and I was like, is tonight's episode Flash's season finale? And they were like, yes. And I'm like, that's the season finale?
Yep.
Bullshit.
They all were bullshit.
Yeah, Supergirl. I'm just like, god damn it. I can't wait.
Did they all get renewed?
Huh?
Yeah, they all got renewed.
Yeah.
You know what? I don't understand. Why is Supergirl still popular?
I don't know.
Everybody from Glee is still popular. It's like they gave everybody from fucking Glee a TV show. Every single fucking person.
Except for the ones that went to jail. Half of them got their own shows. The other half went to jail.
And the one who died, he didn't get his own show.
Yeah. Too bad, Finn. R.I.P. Finn.
I don't watch that shit. Never watched it.
I love
the first couple seasons was decent.
I'm sorry. I can't. If it's not a full production movie, I can't watch it.
Oh man, but yeah.
I can watch play movies. I can watch, movies that have singing and all that. I mean, I'm a diehard Disney fan and they have singing in every goddamn movie. But if it's not full production like Chicago was good for me. I love Chicago. If it's not a full production movie, I cannot watch a show.
I watch a lot of musicals.
Like that High School Musical.
No, I can't
watch that shit. I can't watch Glee. I can't watch High School Musical. I can't watch none of it.
I love Glee. I love the Newsies. I love The Greatest Showman.
The Greatest Showman, yeah, because it's a full-blown movie.
Yeah.
Movie,
I thought it was
not a show.
Until I forced myself to watch it. But
I can't watch it. Watch Chicago. If you like Moulin Rouge, Chicago,
I'll try it out. So
watch those. Those are good.
There's one track that I'll like and I'll watch the whole damn movie just because of one fucking
track.
It
is the greatest show.
So I'll look out for it. But moving on. When it comes to the girl from Brooklyn Nine-Nine, in my opinion, I never watched Brooklyn Nine-Nine, so I can't give you no opinion. So I don't know who she is. She looks pretty. I'm glad that she has long hair. So
she's pretty and comedic.
So I'm just glad that Batwoman won't have to worry about her hair anymore and putting on a fake wig. That's a plus.
That's an also thing that made me upset. It made me upset. Why is she putting a wig on that cowl? That's another thing that pissed me off. I don't care. It pissed me off.
I always thought Batwoman had long hair.
Yeah, but
that's what I thought too.
Which Batwoman though? That shit confuses me too. You've got so this was what, Bruce Wayne's cousin or Bruce Wayne's niece or something?
Not originally, but sure.
And then you got fucking Alicia Silverstone. That was Alfred's niece or some shit like that, right?
No. Erase that from your memory.
All right, and then you got Barbara Gordon.
Well, she's
Barbara Gordon's Barbara Gordon's got Batgirl.
So she's
now known as Oracle.
No, she's Batgirl.
Yeah,
still.
As soon as
she went back to Batgirl.
She
went back to Batgirl after she got healed, or whatever.
Yep. Right. Come on, keep up, Andre. Keep up.
Well, Eric, how do you keep up?
Like most people that don't follow would just think she's Oracle now because the last thing they know about her is the Batman video game where she was Oracle.
Which Arrow stole. Arrow stole Oracle,
making Felicity Oracle, basically.
Yes.
So
that pissed me off. That's what made me stop. That's what made me stop watching Arrow.
Arrow got better. Like, I loved Arrow when he was killing people and shit like that, but I got tired of the whole Oliver Queen. Don't know who I am.
And fucking Smallville, weren't they calling Chloe fucking Oracle for a minute too?
Yes.
Yep.
Yo, I just want to say I never stopped with Arrow because I never started.
I had to because of the whole crossovers. That's why I feel like I have to keep watching all the fucking.
That's the only time I watched it. I was
only an Arrow fan for like up to season 4, and then till Flash dropped. And Flash, of course, he's mine.
About to become the Canaries next season. So.
Oh hell no!
How that goes?
Hell no! Please no! God no! They're destroying my DC comics, man. They're destroying them.
That's what every fucking DC show and superhero show does. It destroys everything we know about comics and says, here, follow our lore.
The only time that they will correct is when it comes to animation.
I just wish there would be one big, like, I wish someone like fucking Spielberg could come out in front of a panel of people paying him to make a DC or Marvel or some superhero movie.
No, not Spielberg.
I'm not going to make this movie unless I follow exactly what happens in the comics. Someone needs to come out and say that. And
don't give Spielberg that
help. Comic shit is like Deadpool. At least they stayed true to him talking to the people reading or watching, you know. Like
that's because he went independent, bro.
Who are the brothers that did like
Fox,
Winter Soldier and shit like that? That's who it needs to be.
The Russo brothers?
Yeah.
I mean, you can give him that, but the reason why Deadpool 1 was so great is because they went outside the norm. You know what I'm saying? They asked Fox to be like, can we borrow this guy? Can we redo him? And blah blah blah. And then Fox was like, whoa, you have so many people that love this movie. Let's put it in. And then they went full blown with it. But that was his own money. That was Ryan Reynolds' own money.
Now they're rumored that we won't get another Deadpool for another 4 or 5 years because of what's going on in the background right now.
Well, because of all the money.
Yeah,
all the money that was switched
because they don't want they don't like the script. Basically, Disney doesn't like the Disney doesn't want curse words because they think curse words will look bad on them. But yet they own ESPN and let Michael Jordan fucking curse every fucking week on ESPN. But you can't make a fucking Deadpool movie.
I thought the deal was with Deadpool is that they were going to go ahead and keep doing the movies because they make so much fucking money. It just wasn't ever going to be on Disney Plus.
Yeah, well,
but then you have people upset. Yeah. You have the people who are actually buying it, the fanboys. As long as
the fans keep complaining, there will be a Deadpool 3, just like we're getting a Justice League Snyder cut. But we'll get to that in a little bit.
Oh, please do. I have so much anger for that right now.
You know what? Fuck it. Since we brought it up now, Snyder cut announced it. It's coming out next year, January. The fans win. Everybody's been complaining for a Snyder cut. It's coming. I don't know what this cut is going to do for your opinion of the Justice League movie, because I don't think it's going to change up my opinion of the fucking movie at all.
They're adding stuff, though.
Yeah, they're adding stuff. So let's see. I'm going to watch it. They're saying it's either going to be 4 hours long or it's going to become a series in which every week we just watch an hour of it. Which
was HBO Max, right?
Yeah, HBO.
Yeah, and that shit's not going to come out till next year.
The only reason why they're still promoting that is because they want people to actually pay for HBO Max.
Yes. Exactly.
That's the only reason why they're promoting
it. The Snyder Cut can't help that movie. Nothing can help that movie.
Yeah, I don't think, even if they show Darkseid, they confirm Darkseid will be in the movie, but because it's in the Snyder Cut, will Darkseid make an appearance in future Justice League movies? We don't know that.
What future Justice League movies?
You know, they're going to do Aquaman.
What is this you speak of?
There's a Wonder Woman 1984 coming out, right?
Yeah, but not Justice League movie.
When my kids are teenagers, there will be another Justice League movie being made.
And that Flash is pushing shit, too.
Actors?
Yeah, other actors. There'll be new actors. What we need is our generation to take over from these old people. That's what we need.
It's not going to happen because we don't have the older people generation money.
No, they have to die. Eventually, they have to die or retire. Our generation needs to take over and start giving us what we want, what the people want. Because the older people are only giving us what they think people of their generation want, when we don't care about what their generation wants. They think they think they know what we want, I should say. They think they know what we want. But we want things that we've seen on TV. We want things that we've seen in the comics. But they keep thinking we want this new reinvigorated world where all this shit that never happened, where Lois Lane one day sucks Spider-Man's dick. And we're just excited about that because we gave them a new fucking story.
The thing is that the Snyder Cut is catering to the fanboys. That's number one. Number two, if they're gonna create something, they have to cater to people who don't know shit about comics. Mm-hmm. It's got to at least be 40% of people who don't know shit about comics.
Right.
Because you cannot create an action movie or an action comic book movie or superhero movie without at least giving them a backstory, or at least doing that. That's the reason why they redid Batman Returns.
No, you could give them a backstory by giving them the backstory, not the fucking made up shit.
There just should have been movies with backstories before Justice League happened at all. I mean, you had 4 or 5 backstories going on at once of people that we just met.
Yeah.
That is true.
Because they did it the opposite way. They
did
thought
it
that
the
they were
opposite
able
way.
to. DC thought, you know what? Let's just drop the Justice League movie, and then we'll give them the other movies afterwards. And guess what? When it flopped and no one knew nothing about these characters, it was just like, oh, we made a mistake. We should have
Ezra
did with Marvel.
is not even going to get to make his Flash movie.
He's pushing it though.
Flash, you know, like.
No, he got greenlit for it. He got greenlit.
I think he got greenlit for it.
He got greenlit for it. The reason why he got greenlit for it, and he was pushing for it, and he got it.
Bitches?
The reason why he got greenlit for it is because they keep doing the same thing that made DC money, which is the Flashpoint paradox.
Yeah.
Him going back in time and trying to change things. That's the reason why he's got the ability to push it now and say, okay, you know, I'm gonna do this. But the problem was that he tried to write it himself.
Yeah, I thought they were replacing him because of the controversy that he's going through right now.
At one point, they did. So the thing is that what it is that he gave them the script. He's like, oh, the script is great, but you're not great for the role. And they basically was like, they're going to push him away, but he pushed back. He was like, if it's my script, I'm a play in it. And that's the reason why he got greenlit for it. But the problem is that he needs more money. That's the problem. He needs more money. That's it.
They still can't make that movie make sense. I mean, I don't know what Zack Snyder or what Snyder's going to do. It's not going to make any fucking sense still. Here's a big point, okay? Aquaman. So Aquaman, the movie came out after this movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
In that movie, he didn't know anybody from fucking Atlantis. He knew the one dude that trained him. He knew his mom until he was about 3 or 4 years old. And then in this movie, Justice League, he fucking jumps down the boob tube or whatever the fucking shit's called. Or not the boob tube. He just goes to Atlantis. Never mind. I'm wrong with that. So he goes to Atlantis and he's like, hey, I need an outfit. I need some shit. Go ahead and give it to me, you know, Mayor. And you should be like, wait a second. He's just now meeting these people for the first time ever.
I know, but yet everybody knew he was Aquaman from the Justice League.
Like how should he been like just so shocked? Like, holy shit, I'm in Atlantis for the very first fucking time.
Yeah.
Like they can't fix that.
It was stupid. They need young blood. It's what they need. Young directors to make comic book movies who know lore. Who that's
the problem, bro. That's the problem. They're not gonna give anyone like us $20 million and say, here, make the movie. Yeah, that's the problem. They don't want the flop because you got no collateral. That's the whole point. It's about collateral, who you know, and if you got skills. It's literally about talent. That's it. Talent, you know somebody, or you got the collateral to do it. That's it. If you want to make your own movie, come up with a screenplay and see if it gets pushed. If that goes, then we're in there.
My screenplay would be everything that I've read. I'll just give them the comic book like, here, this is the movie. There you go. If one of you could just make this movie, then this would make perfect sense. It's like, the one thing I love about anime movies is that they continue the arc that we watched on TV and they make thousands of dollars because we're continuing. There's no side story. There's none of that bullshit. It's continuing the arc. Like My Hero Academia came out and the theater was packed. It was fucking packed and people went wild for My Hero Academia, for those of you who know anime watching this. They followed the story. There was no fucking sidetrackedness. This was their side quest. They basically, in the anime on this TV, they said, okay, this is the part where they go on summer vacation. If you want to see what happens next, go watch the movie when it comes out next month. In fucking Dragon Ball Super, a part ends. If you want to know what happens next, go watch the movie. You know, everything ties in. That's what I love about anime. People into Japanese people, even though the Japanese are lackluster when it comes to what Americans want in some of their video games, when it comes to at least their movies and keeping their ideas intact and keeping up with what the fans know and want. Like if they don't keep it with the manga in the movies, they go with the anime and say, okay, this is gonna be one of the fucking side stories and this is where you stop, go watch the movie and then come back and see what happens next. Why can't we get that in America? What are these fucking retards at the top doing? I'm tired at the top there are these people that don't know anything. Most of these people at the top don't know who Wolverine is. None of them know who Captain America is. None of them know who fucking Vision is. None of them know who the Hulk is. Like, they're just old fucking people who need to die and let the younger generation fucking take over. That's what I need them to do. Hurry up and die and let us take over. I know some of you be like, oh man, that's pretty harsh, but no, I don't give a fuck. Die off. Let the younger generation take over. I speak my mind. I don't speak what people want to hear, you know. But that's just my opinion. If you guys have anything to add on, no. All right.
Dave,
I agree with you.
Dave, what do you think they could do to fix it? That Snyder could do to make it better.
To make it better?
Other than die.
Snyder can't make it better, bro. I mean, the only person I could think that can make it better is the other guy who actually did the Batman series. The trilogy.
So one thing that I saw.
Was that Nolan?
Yeah,
Yep,
Nolan.
that's
He's the one in charge of everything.
He's the only one that can save the DC, and he saved it. He saved DC at one point.
Because of those movies, I think it's why we'll never get a Batman TV show. You know, because Batman is just, what is it about Batman? Maybe you could answer this, E, that we could have a Superman TV shows, countless Superman TV shows, but we can't have not one real Batman show. What is it about Batman?
I don't know, man.
So scared of putting him on.
I'll tell you why. Now. We can't have a real Batman show. 2 reasons. Number one, he doesn't fit every demographic. That's number one. He doesn't fit every demographic. Superman does. Women love him. Kids love him. He's
colorful.
He's the pretty white boy that everyone is gonna love. You can't give a dirty, gritty white man killer. Sometimes not even a killer, but sometimes people know him as someone who will maim somebody, hurt somebody, all these things. You can't have kids growing up thinking they could be Batman when there's a Superman who is a clean cut and all that. That's the reason why certain things do not. Because you can't sell to every demographic. Everyone knows Superman. Everybody knows
Batman.
My daughter's 4 years old. She knows Superman.
Batman, though, we all love Batman. I think what people
I didn't force feed Superman.
Is messing up Batman. I think studios feel like nobody could do Batman right. Like, I think that's what they're mostly scared of. Because look at the controversy that goes on when we find out Robert Pattinson is the next Batman. Oh my God, it's the end of the fucking world. You know, like, look.
They did the same thing with Affleck too.
Yeah, but that's the thing. But that's the same thing though. Even when Christian Bale became Batman, no one thought he could be Batman.
Nobody was ready for it.
No one is ready to be Batman.
With Batman, and I think too many people are scared of going that route. Like, you rather do a show about Commissioner Gordon than say, hey, let's do a show about Batman. We'll do a show about Commissioner Gordon before we do a show about Batman. And we'll just show that he pets Batman on the head every time he says, I'm going to go somebody up. Exactly, Gotham. You know, so
Gotham was actually good for the first 2 seasons, though.
Yeah, I love Gotham. I watched
Gotham.
it all the way to the end. You know, I watched Gotham all the way to the end, and every time, as usual, we just see a cape and Batman jumping off of a fucking roof, and we're supposed to be satisfied because, hey, look, we showed the little kid becoming fucking Batman.
And that's the reason why they came out with a Batwoman show. Because we were so satisfied of what seeing somebody in a dark-ass cape could do.
You know, it's crazy, though. We show the origin shows everybody else. We'll show you guys Poison Ivy. We'll show you Penguin. We'll show you Victor, what is it, Shaz, Baz, whatever his damn name is. But we're just going to show you Bruce Wayne as a kid brooding like CW shows. Oh, my fucking Catwoman's
I'm surprised Fox picked that up.
You know, yeah, you know, like, but it is what it is. But I digress.
Yo, wait. So David, so what did you think of Man of Steel?
The movie?
Yeah.
I will be back. So you guys talk.
I honestly believe that the Man of Steel could have been better.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, it could have been a lot better. I did love the ending though. When he broke his fucking neck.
Yeah.
Because it showed the side of Batman. I mean, it's not Batman. We just keep talking about Batman. It showed the side of Superman there. He was willing to cross a line. He was willing to cross, and they actually showed that in the movie. So that's the reason why.
I think that was the first mistake of the DC EU.
Yeah.
Really?
Was when they made Superman not Superman.
Yeah, exactly. They made Superman not Superman. I agree.
Oh, okay.
Because the problem is that movie was co-written and produced by Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
So not everything he touched turned to gold. And a lot of people don't even like the third Batman movie, which I'm not one of them, but a lot of people don't like the third Batman movie. But my point is like, yo, do you remember when originally they were going to make the Justice League movie with the director of Fury Road?
Yes, I do remember that.
And I wanted to bring this point up with Dre because he's old, really fucking old, and he made Fury Road, which is probably one of the best action movies within the past like decade.
Absolutely.
And I think that would have been a really good movie.
Yeah, if they would have went with that director, definitely. I definitely would have loved to see that production. Honestly, I think it kind of gave us a preview of that when they showed Batman like seeing a future version of him trying to I think he was trying to get the kryptonite to stop Superman.
But they didn't explain any of that.
Yeah, I know, but the thing about it is at the same time, though, when this movie dropped, Injustice dropped, the comic book.
That's what it's about.
And they pulled that portion of the comic book into it. So if you weren't into the comic books like that, you didn't see that Easter egg. Because at that point, Superman had went rogue. He was trying to own the world. He literally was running the world. And Batman was trying to stop him. The only way he could stop him is he got kryptonite. And the way he got the kryptonite was through black market sales.
So see.
That right there showed me, was just like, wow, yes. That was the only time they gave us a preview of Fury Road version of that from that director, because that right there was something that I wanted to see. I actually wanted to see Justice League go to a portion of that. I didn't want to see how it panned out when they was fighting Doom.
Yeah, they didn't do anything with that.
I wanted to see an Injustice movie. That's what I was looking for. And I would have loved that because it kind of led up to it. They showed the Man of Steel going dark. They showed the Batman versus Superman. Was that before or after? I think that was after, right? It was after, right? But they were like leading up to it. Like this was gonna be like, that whole dark image and that dark. I was looking for it. I was waiting for it. I was wanting it. When Justice League dropped, I was like, what is this baby shit?
But see, that aesthetic, that whole dark aesthetic doesn't work because Superman isn't dark.
No.
Even in the comics, Batman is dark, Superman is colorful. The fucking Daily Planet is a colorful ass building with a big golden ball.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He is colorful. He's nice. So that's where they fucked up with Man of Steel. Well, they fucked up a couple times. For one thing, he should have saved his dad under that bridge. That was whack.
Yeah, he had the ability to do it.
They wrote that completely wrong.
They fucked that up. Go ahead, go. Gone. What the
Why?
fuck?
Why? And everybody knows that's like the worst place you can stand for safety.
Yeah, exactly.
And then him snapping Zod's neck.
I love the fight though.
The fight was the shit.
The fight was the shit. And the funny thing is that I felt like the Batman versus Superman was the sequel to Man of Steel 2.
It was. I felt like it was. But if they would have, in my opinion, if that whole Flash shit was just taken out of the movie completely, I think Batman versus Superman would have been better.
Yeah, I agree.
Right. So, next up, Umbrella Academy just announced it for those who didn't hear. Season 2 will be premiering on July 31st. I can't wait. I'm pretty sure all of you can't wait either.
Yeah,
that
that's my
shit.
shit.
You know what's? I'm gonna stop you there. I can't wait for it either. But Netflix should do their own Batman.
They will.
Yeah, that would be
Shit.
great because we'll get.
They're not gonna do it because it's not owned.
Shit,
It's
Marvel
not
Marvel
owned.
left, and they were like, "Shit, we'll make one up." Whatever.
Yeah, but
We'll do our own.
I feel like it.
Premieres July 31st for those who didn't hear. E, I know you brought this up on your pod. Silence of the Lambs sequel series release ordered at CBS. It'll be set in 1993, a year after the events of Silence of the Lambs. For those who are wondering, Hannibal Lecter won't be in it due to copyright issues. So his name won't even be mentioned during this show. So if you think you're gonna get any mention of Hannibal Lecter, don't watch this show. Once I saw that, I'm not watching this show at all because you can't have Clarice without Hannibal Lecter.
You know what's crazy?
Yeah, you can.
You know what's crazy? They kind of did a Silence of the Lambs show. I don't know if you guys watch it. It's that it's on Fox, I believe.
Yeah, they did do one.
They did, right? But they did they did a movie Hannibal, but I'm talking about they did something.
No, they did the TV show on NBC.
Yeah, Matt's
yeah, don't even try it. Don't try it.
Matt's
don't try it. We know what we're talking about.
No, but there was a show that's similar to that whole Hannibal Lecter.
Oh, you're talking about Prodigal Son.
Exactly.
Yeah, I watch that shit.
I watch it too. Do you like it? I don't know if you.
It's okay. I don't think I'm gonna continue after season 1.
Honestly, I think the first maybe 6 episodes was good.
Yo, the guy who plays the father is really good. He's the best part of the show.
He's phenomenal. Yeah, exactly. He's the best part of the show.
Yeah, he really is.
I love him. I love him. That's the reason why I watch it, because I want to see how he reacts to his son's little anecdotes and training and all this kind of shit.
But I agree. When I first started watching, I was like, "This is Silence of the Lambs."
Exactly. That's exactly what I thought too. This is Silence of the Lambs. This is a rip of Silence of the Lambs, and that's what I thought it was going to be.
But this show will not feature Hannibal Lecter, like I said. Just going to be Clarice moving on to other criminals and investigating them and trying to take them down.
When she got promoted?
Huh?
When she got promoted? Did she get hurt at the end or something like that?
I honestly never watched the whole Silence of the Lambs movie.
Why?
The last one she was in, she fucking got stabbed and her hair shoved into a fridge and fucking Hannibal Lecter cut his hand off.
To show homage to the movie, maybe she'll have some type of scar. But other than that, they can't use Hannibal Lecter's name in this at all because of copyright issues. So
then what is the point?
Well, so Eric read the book and did your pod, right, Eric? So one thing I'd like to see that Silence of the Lambs movie didn't do at all is her relationship with Crawford.
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to do that. That's a good point.
So more of that fatherly figure instead of just some fucking dude that's in a movie.
A fatherly figure who wants to fuck her. Yeah.
All right, so.
Can't wait.
Now that we've done all the TV and
wait. One thing. I don't know if you didn't bring this up. The new Superman Lois Lane show.
Oh yes.
Oh, come on now.
Lois
Why'd
Lane.
you even bring that up? Why'd you bring that up?
That's
a fake ass.
Because
Lois
we
and Clark.
all have to say how much we don't want to see it.
Exactly. I don't want to see it because
is it on CW?
Yeah, it's gonna be on CW.
Yeah,
it's better as a Teen Wolf. They don't have good chemistry to me. Plus, Lois looks old as fuck.
Lois is 51, 52. I'm joking. I don't know.
Mad old as fuck. Look at those jaw bones. Her fucking skin the bones are about to pop out her skin.
Skeletor.
Yeah, exactly, like Skeletor. And,
she has a bony. She has a bony chin,
because they're gonna be part of the crossover, and I just want to know what's happening in their world before this.
I really don't give a fuck.
I don't at all.
Why do we have this show? There's so many characters. They could have their own show. I mean, fuck, give it to the older Superman from
Tom Welling.
Price's fucking No, not that small little crap.
Yeah.
No, give it to
I meant the Kingdom Come Superman.
Yes, give it to him. Give it to him.
Yo, he would have been a lot better. That would have been a lot more entertaining than
But the dude from
Lois and Clark.
Tomorrow?
What?
The dude from Legends of Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he got kicked off the show and he didn't like how he got kicked off the show. They might as well have made him Superman.
They should have.
Yeah, they should have.
We already had this show. It was called Lois and Clark. I don't understand why we need it again.
Maybe because of the chemistry they had when they were on. When they did the crossover, it was like, oh, people really like that. They've been talking about it. Let's make their own show.
No one's who the hell was talking about it? No
one was talking about that shit.
A bunch of old people thinking that they know what young people want in life. And
yo, young people don't know what young people want. It's not just age, man. It's yo, when you were taking a pee break, I was talking about, okay, look, Andre, do you remember Fury Road, the movie Fury Road?
Never watched it.
What?
All right, never mind. Move on. Get out. You shouldn't even fucking host this shit anymore. Look, you made me move my camera. That's how much I fucking...
Never watched Fury Road.
Fucking ass.
I have no reason to watch that movie.
Why don't you have a reason to watch that movie? That's like one of the best action movies.
What is your problem? What is your problem? Seriously. Why? That's a good action movie.
I just didn't want to watch the movie. I had no reason.
Dude, watch the movie.
Yo.
Just watch the movie. Stop smiling and watch the movie.
Stop smiling. Do you like the Fast and Furious movies?
Yeah, of course, man.
And you don't watch Fury Road?
Triggered.
You don't watch. Oh, I'll trigger you. Anime sucks. Triggered.
No, I already know you don't watch anime, so you can't trigger me on something I already know you don't do.
Yeah, but you don't know I hate it. So triggered.
Yeah, you told me in the bar plenty of times you don't like anime.
I see it every time I see him. I say, "Hey, what's up, Andre? I fucking hate anime." That's the first thing I say to him every time I say hello.
I already know you well enough. I would never come to you with anime news, you know. So,
yo, I'm gonna strap you down, put the Clockwork Orange clamps on your eyes, and make you watch Fury Road.
I'll watch it.
Good,
I'll
man.
fucking watch it. I'll watch it before next week's pod, so I can give you guys my fucking.
And then
I just hope you remember this time.
You know, yes, I'll watch it. Text me if anything. If Wednesday comes and I didn't tell you guys, I watched Fury Road.
When you hit us up with the subject lines of what to do.
Hey, Andre, you played the video game though, didn't you?
The video game of Fury Road?
Yeah, you played that though, didn't you? Mad Max video game that just came out? Or that just the last one that came out?
Video game. Hold on, wait. You talking about Mad Max?
Yes.
Yeah, what the fuck do you think I'm talking about?
I didn't know it had Fury Road.
Welcome to the party.
I didn't know Fury Road was attached to it. I seen all
That's
the
what
Mad
it's called. It's called Fury Road.
Mad Max Fury Road.
Yeah, Charlize Theron, she's missing a limb or two.
So what you want to say now that you know that I watched the movie? Because I did watch that
2 hours later. The guy who directed Fury Road was originally supposed to do a Justice League movie, but then that got canned because of the writer's strike. That man is like 200 years old, and I think he would have made a way better Justice League movie than Zack, I want to see Batman rape Snyder.
I still remember your rape episodes. Oh, man.
Hey, isn't it funny that it took a fucking video game to get Andre to remember that he's
exactly?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Typical. Fucking, you know, if there's a video game, I'll fucking remember that
video
shit.
game associated to it, he'll remember the shit.
Oh, that one.
Oh, yeah.
97% Rotten Tomatoes.
Yeah,
that's a good fucking movie, man.
It is a good movie.
It's a good movie.
I'll watch it again
Imagine
tonight.
him do Justice League. That would have been great. Man.
I can't argue that point. But let's move on. Let's move on to the Gamerish League of Heroes. You know, so right now the Gamerish League of Heroes consists of Kratos, Link, Snake, and Bowser. And
wait. I thought Link was knocked out.
By who?
I thought we voted him out.
It was Kirby.
No, we voted
Kirby.
Kirby.
It was Kirby. That's right.
Kirby got knocked out. Yeah, so I don't think Link would go out without a fucking fight. I think that would be a long-ass podcast to get Link.
Now they're gunning him, though. Now they're gunning for him.
So
no.
This week we each had to pick a Nintendo character. We went to our Facebook group, Discord group, to see if anybody wanted to give us any characters, but apparently a lot of the people in our groups are too young to know Nintendo characters, or they're either don't know how to read paragraphs and as usual just read subject line and can't read past that.
You gotta make it one line or two. You can't make it. You can't break it up. You can't say a contest rules.
But no, God forbid I put PlayStation characters, we'd have 30 responses guaranteed.
Oh yeah.
30 responses guaranteed.
Everybody wanted a PlayStation. Everybody wanted a PlayStation.
Exactly, because we have a bunch of, I think a bunch of our followers, sorry if I hurt your feelings here, most of your parents started you off on PlayStation when many of us started on Nintendo. I'm sorry.
Well, another thing too, though, we got a lot of the group who are PlayStation 3 up in age.
Yeah.
We don't have anything.
A lot of you never owned PS1s, PS2s. You know, you never owned.
I had the PS1 where you could play Tekken, take out the disc, put on your music, put your CD in there. CD, remember that. I'll put a CD in there and play your music as you're fighting.
Now we sound like we're bashing the millennials, but I'm sorry, millennials. We
You're
are
a millennial,
millennials.
bro.
We are millennials, but we're bashing the young
Generation Z, Gen Z,
and Generation Z. Or
Okay,
Generation
that's good.
X, whatever the fuck they call themselves now. Because I remember having a damn argument at the bar with a Generation Z who was talking about my gaming age and his gaming age. And then I said, tell me all the games you play. Oh, I play Call of Duty and Fortnite. Fuck you. You don't play.
Fuck you.
You don't play no fucking video games. You play Call of Duty and Fortnite, which both you could get free because your fucking mom and dad can't afford to buy you video games. I don't give a fuck about buying you video games. Okay, so.
Triggered.
Triggered. You know, I'm always triggered by Generation Z and their lack of knowledge in gaming.
Generation Z is like 97 to 2012.
You know,
so they were, when PlayStation dropped in 2006. They were about 6 years old. That's Sony what they wanted.
Advertised PlayStation more than Xbox was advertised, so their parents bought Sony. You know, like. So that's why you guys are PlayStation kids. Just know that. Your parents went for what they saw on TV, not what they thought they were going to be best for you because they didn't know. Trust me, most of your parents didn't know about video games. They went for what they saw on TV. My dad got me a Super Nintendo because he saw the shit on TV. He had no idea what it was about, had no idea he was turning his son into a crack addict. He went and bought me a Super Nintendo because he saw it on TV and thought I would like it, you know, and God, lo and behold, here I am many years later, an addict to video games because of my father. And I tell him that all the time. It's your fault. It's your fault, Dad. If you ever watch my podcast, it's your fault that I'm addicted to video games. Okay, so here we go, though. So this week we're about Nintendo characters. We had two people in the group who actually are two older people who are not Generation Z or millennials. You know, these guys are back in the boomer age, I would say, for some of you. You know.
Oh damn, that's old, bro. That's old.
You know, Mark, I'm not calling you old, Mark, because I know Mark is gonna hit us.
What? 70s, 60s, 70s
on your podcast. So Mark, we're not calling you old. Jim, you know I called you an old motherfucker at the bar all the time. So if you're watching this, Jim, you are an old motherfucker. All right. But so Jim, well, I'll go with Mark. Mark volunteered Toad should be joined in the League of Heroes. So the rest of us, the rest of the guys couldn't go with Toad. We all had an argument about who's going to
Yeah, we did.
Hey, you feel like he trolled us a little bit on that one?
No, maybe he did, but he gave reasoning for why Toad deserves to be in the League of Heroes, but he didn't give good reasoning, Mark. He told us that Toad is always there when the princess is kidnapped, which means he doesn't help.
Yeah.
It means he's a big-headed bitch. That's what
he has some punk reasons. And he was like, why don't you guys go ahead and talk about that?
And I come to find out that's a hat he wears.
Exactly. And Mark did mention hats. He did mention how Toad wears many different colored hats. I don't know what that has to do with being a hero. You know, Mark, you did not give me a good argument, honestly. If you're listening, you did not give me a good argument for why Toad belongs in the League of Heroes. Toad sounds like a bitch. Like
he sounds like one of those scared little midgets.
I don't know. So what? Like in
I'm
Galaxy?
Sorry, not midgets. I'm sorry. Little
Galaxy
people.
didn't he have a little space team or some shit?
I think, but Toad, he sits there and he just does he gave us our stars in Mario Party.
Okay, I don't know. I don't know what else to give for.
Yeah,
he gave us our stars in Mario Party.
He had a space team.
He's a facilitator. That's all he is. And sometimes he facilitates what Bowser does.
So
he ain't a hero. He's one of them in-between guys.
We could say Toad was there for the Wii game. What was it? Mario Brothers. He was in there for the 4 players co-op.
No, Toad is the treasury. Toad is the treasury.
Toad a playable character in Mario Bros 2, or was that only Peach, Mario, and Luigi?
I couldn't tell you, man.
I don't think he was. I think it was just Peach, Mario. It was just Peach, Mario, and Luigi.
So Toad, if Peach made a mainline Mario game before you did,
no
playable character.
Yeah, he wasn't a playable character. I remember now because I remember they all had their special abilities. Mario
Luigi
had the
kicked his little feet.
Yeah, Luigi kicked his little
Peach
feet.
had her
He
dress.
jumped a little higher.
Loaded.
And Peach drove. He couldn't. What would he do? Bounce? No, he wasn't part of it.
Like Toad is just a side character.
Wait, we talking about 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a playable character. It was the 4. Yeah.
What did he do?
See, that's how unmemorable he was.
No one played him. No one played him. no one played him. So I gotta look it up, but no one played him.
So Mark, if you're listening, watching us right now, I apologize. I didn't make a good argument. I don't even think you thought Toad was gonna be taken seriously when you gave us that option, but I did bring him up, and we appreciate you for participating. But
he must have been high when he thought about it.
Hey, Mark, I lightweight think you trolled us on that one.
I think he wanted us to get a reaction out of us.
Yeah.
I low-key think he wanted to get a reaction out of us. Toad, nigga, really? Really?
So, yeah. So Toad was my character. And we had Jim, who nominated Little Mac, and he said you'll take up the mantle of defending Little Mac or why he can make it into the Gamerish League of Heroes. So what's your argument?
Little Mac.
Yeah,
he's the boxer.
Toad picks stuff up fast, quickly. That's what he did. He picked it up real quick.
He's gonna pick his shit up and leave real quick out of this one too.
Yeah. All right, Little Mac.
So he was a no, sorry.
Oh wow. Wow. I said pick up fast, now come fast. All right, Little Mac. Named for his height, and that's it. If you know what I mean. So this motherfucker, League of Heroes, because no object is too big. He beat up Mike Tyson. He beat up
Mr.
Bob
Dream.
Bull. He beat up Mr. Dream. He beat up Glass Joe. He beat up all those other boxcar.
All the stereotypes.
Joe, the name. Yeah, all those things, exactly. I played that game recently on Switch. I was like, holy shit, is this racist?
Like how'd they get away with this shit?
Racist. The Indian guy's got like a dead tiger over his shoulder. Holy shit. So yeah, I mean, he beat up all those fucking guys, and I don't know. That's it. That's all I got.
All right. If we're gonna give you a little help, he resembled the boxer, real life Jake LaMotta.
That's a great person to resemble,
right? They were both Italian American. They both were from the Bronx. They were
Did
short
they both
in height.
beat their wives?
Jake LaMotta did. I don't know about Little Mac. And his real name was Mac Little. His last name was Little.
You guys know why he was little on NES?
Why? Not because of his Johnson.
So you can see the boxer that you're fighting.
Oh, of course.
Super Nintendo, they made him invisible. They made him see-through. They made him transparent, the Super Nintendo.
Brought that up on G4 TV in one of those fucking documentaries they did about the fucking NES and shit on there.
Yeah, that's the only reason why he's little. So
they made it transparent in the arcade. In the arcade, you could only
you could do it with that too.
You can only see the what's it called, gloves. Yeah, man. No object is too big. He beats the shit out of anyone. He looks like Jake LaMotta for some God knows reason. And
And the
Yo, he
cutscene
beat up
music's
Mike-
the shit.
yeah, he beat up Mike Tyson, man.
Oh, Mike Tyson
Mike's
looking
trying to come
character.
back right now. Mike is coming back from that little Mac ass whooping right now.
Oh, did you know that they're gonna have a fight, Holyfield and Mike?
I don't
And
know.
Little
if
Mac?
it's real.
Oh.
That's
No,
real.
it's not Holyfield. It's Briggs, isn't it?
Is Briggs? No, I
think it's
think it's
Briggs.
Holyfield. I thought it was Holyfield, and I think it was gonna like an expedition fight.
It's no, it's bare knuckle. It's an actual league.
Bare knuckle.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's Tyson
Ooh.
and Briggs.
Well, Briggs gonna get his ass whooped.
Yeah, Tyson looking real good right now. But Mike,
He
who
still
is
got it.
That's all you can say. He's still got it.
Keep your women away from him.
Oh, keep everything that's robbing and giving away
Keep
from
him out of my city,
Nice,
Indianapolis.
nice.
So
Nice
Mike,
reference.
what's your choice for who you nominated to enter the game?
So are we just doing IPs?
Yeah.
Nintendo IPs?
Yep.
All right. So Donkey Kong.
Oh, nice
Ooh,
one,
that's a good
nice
one.
That's a nice one.
I would have went Mega Man, but he's Capcom.
Well, first tell us why Donkey Kong and who you think Donkey Kong could replace in the League of Heroes right now.
Okay, so Donkey Kong started off as the bad guy. Okay, that's how he came into this
Yep.
fucking game.
Well, we have Bowser, right? Oh no, we eliminated. Oh no, Bowser's still in the League of
No,
Heroes.
Bowser's still in.
So here's my connection, right? He came in to the franchise as a bad guy. And then he got his own shit. Now he's a protagonist. Kind of like the Terminator. Donkey Kong is the Terminator of Nintendo.
Oh, okay, I see where you're going.
See the connection? In the 80s, Terminator was the bad guy.
You know what's
Yeah.
crazy? Donkey Kong started off as a villain.
That's
in,
what I'm
Return
saying.
to World.
just said
Yeah.
that.
That's what I'm
He
saying.
said that, yeah.
He's the Terminator. He is the Nintendo Terminator.
So who out of this list? So Kratos, Link, Snake, and Bowser. Who can Donkey Kong replace?
All of them. I mean, well. All right. So who is it? Link.
Link, Kratos, Snake, and Bowser.
Oh, he can definitely take Bowser.
Exactly.
Or
Hey, he'll hit him with the TNT barrel right on that tail.
Oh man.
He'll grab his tail and spin him.
You can do the
This is-
Pongo slap from the drums game. The Donkey Kong jungle beat on that tail. You know,
Yo, all Bowser has to do is throw some bananas in the other direction, and Donkey Kong will follow him.
Yeah, but then Diddy come and cartwheel the shit out of you.
You didn't say Diddy. Don't do that.
They're
shit.
tag
You said
team. That's a group. If you play
You
a
didn't
single,
say that.
if
You
you play
didn't
that
say
game,
that. You just said
if
Donkey
you play
Kong.
Donkey Kong Country single player, you get them both.
This is true. This is absolutely true. He's part of the
Yeah,
Kong
he says that
Nation.
now, though. You didn't say it a few minutes ago. He says it now.
He does make a point. DD is always coming out his ass. So that does make a point. So what about you, D? Who's your nomination?
Shulk
Shilk?
from Xenoblade.
Blade? Oh shit. I wasn't expecting that.
Yeah, man.
Yes, I agree. Shilk, I can't even
He could replace Link. I'm sorry to say it, but he could replace Link.
place Link over Bowser?
Yeah, man, leave Bowser in.
Told you he was gunning.
Yeah.
Yo, I didn't say who Little Mac should replace Kratos.
Kratos. You know, Kratos
Trigger!
list for weeks, like
Hey, I'll let a Link go to save
Link too,
that one,
Link go for who? Who
so
you
Kratos can stay.
Link go for Sheik.
Yo,
That's what he
Yo,
said,
you can-
not me.
yo, you can get rid of Bowser. I'm tired of you motherfuckers complaining every week. The tail. I'm like,
The
fucking.
tail is a problem.
It's
we
a
know his
problem.
weakness.
Yo,
If we know
it's
his
called
weakness,
You can't tuck in from a barrel of TNT.
Yo, drag queens do it all the time. Just tuck it in.
He's gonna get that tail.
have you ever seen a turtle tucking his tail?
He's like a turtle.
Yeah, but he's part
yeah, but
turtle.
he's like a giant turtle though. But
yeah, he is.
have I ever seen a turtle tuck in its tail? I've seen it tuck in
that
its
had
head.
spikes
You
on
can
it.
tuck in its head. You can tuck. Yeah, we'll chop that shit off. It's fine.
All right, so we got 2 for Bowser being eliminated and 2 for Link. What's the definitive? Who we voted? So are we all going
2
for?
for
Wait,
Link. I said Kratos.
What did you say, Andre? Did you say Link?
No, I'm saying Bowser.
I'll stick with my original Bowser. I was just saying I would keep Link over Kratos.
Oh, Link over Kratos. Okay, so 2 for Bowser, 3 for Bowser getting eliminated.
Eric put his own man on the deck, though.
Yeah,
Eric is like,
yeah,
fuck it.
because I'm tired of like the tail.
It's a liability, dude.
Yeah, man. Sorry, man. That fucking tail.
And he's a villain.
And he's a villain anyway. So
who made the rules? What, Andre's God now all of a sudden?
I tell you no lie.
I'm the leader I'm the moderator.
Yes.
So it makes me God of this
It's
podcast.
called the League of Heroes.
Bowser has 3 things against him. Hold up. Bowser has 3 things against him.
You're going to take it more seriously.
Bowser has 3 things against him.
Seriously? Are you goddamn serious?
Hold up.
Sorry, let David play.
I'm hearing you, David. 3 strikes.
He's got 3 things against him. Number 1 is tail, right? Number 2, he's a villain. And number 3, he might steal your princess.
No, I'm telling him, don't do that shit.
He's never won.
Work with him.
He's never won.
Yeah, man. All right. So this week we're living for sure. Bowser is no longer. I'm eliminating him right now. Part of the League of Heroes. Bowser is out.
God.
So and we're replacing him. I know we're not replacing him with Toad. Little Mac. How many for Little Mac? Nope. Okay. So
nobody voting for Little Mac.
I'll vote for Little Mac.
All right, so 1 for Little Mac.
Aren't you going to vote for the one you put in? Yeah.
I can't even vote for Toad. I'm sorry, Mark. I can't even vote for Toad.
Hey, I'll vote for Little Mac, man. That's probably my favorite Nintendo game of all time.
Okay, we got 2, but who is he replacing?
All right, and so I'm going for Sheik. That's Sheik. Shulk. Yeah. So we got 2 for Little Mac. We got 2 for Shulk. So we will not end this here. We will put this up on the Gamerish page. I'm going to put this down now. I'm going to write this down right now. Little Mac. And we'll leave it up to our fans for Shulk. And we will post this on the Gamerish page tomorrow. And we'll see. I'll put it as a voting poll and see who's a better hero. And we'll put it there. And whoever wins this poll by the end of tomorrow is part of the Gamerish League of Heroes for the week. All right. So let's move on to the gaming news now for the week. Not a lot of gaming news we got. I'll just drop you guys with this. It was announced that, well, it wasn't announced, but it was leaked that the new Call of Duty for this year. I can't even believe it's almost been a year since Call of Duty Modern Warfare been out already. But the Call of Duty this year is reportedly called Black Ops Cold War. So we'll see where that goes. I don't have much to say about that. Anybody else got something to say about that before I move on?
Is that going to be I mean, I know they're going to make it, but is that going to be a PS5 release?
I'm pretty sure it's going to be on Xbox One.
It's coming what, fall?
I think it's going to be on next gen and this current gen. There's no way they're not going to put on this current gen if they want the revenue.
But they're gonna start building it up in a couple seasons of Warzone, I think.
Yeah, they're supposed to build it up. Yeah.
Well, as Warzone goes, I mean, they've been doing a lot. I mean, I heard some news on the end. They're gonna actually nuke that entire board on Battle Royale. They're gonna redo it.
So I guess I like the idea of having Black Ops return into a campaign.
Yeah, I'm loving hearing it's a Cold War too. So we.
And I like the more modern weapons and shit over that future crazy shit.
Oh, yeah. I never liked Modern Warfare. I mean, not Modern Warfare, but the other
Infinite and all those. Yeah.
Infinity. Yeah. I didn't like it when it dropped. I've always liked Black Ops. I've always liked Ghost.
I could deal with the story. Call of Duty, I only play the story. I tell people all the time, I play Call of Duty for story. I play Battlefield for multiplayer.
So this is Treyarch, right?
Yeah. So
Treyarch's just taking over now? They're just fucking Call of Duty now?
1 and 2. I can't say for sure because it's still a leak.
I think it's 2 separate
Because it was 3, but
Infinity
this
Ward.
isn't Treyarch's turn. I thought it was like Ravens.
I think
we'll see.
should have been Ravens' turn. You're right.
Do whatever they want with whoever they want.
That's weird.
So I won't dwell on that too much, but we'll see. Look forward to that.
I'm ready for them to just change all that up. Fucking
Yo, you
try
know
something different.
You might hear other reports.
Did you hear like the new stuff that's happening in Modern Warfare? I mean, the one that's out right now.
Go ahead and drop that knowledge, Cap.
Well, if you're playing multiplayer, either one, if Battle Royale or Bounty, you're able to use if you're opening up one of those cases, either the red cases or the blue cases, you get a key card, and that key card opens up a bunker, and the bunker is either has a lot of money or a lot of weaponry. But there's also a bunker within a bunker, and that bunker, once it opens up, it's going to be part of the nuke board. So it's a whole big thing. If you're playing it and you're ridiculous like me, playing it 10, 12 hours straight, I haven't streamed in a while, but I will. Gamerish, I will be streaming it, so just watch it. So yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, a lot of people are excited about it because if you're playing Bounty, if you're playing Battle Royale, and you pick up an infinite amount of guns that you need to do what you got to do, if you're, it's actually a plus to help you out within the game to be, better than everybody else. But it's one of those things was like it's a hidden Easter egg. And what it is that I guess Infinity Ward is tired of the map that is now. It's going to be a new map that's going to hopefully drop this week. Fortnite. Yeah, it's going to be better than Fortnite. It's actually better than Fortnite. I don't know.
I don't know if you could really outdo Fortnite when you got people buying another game every year. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, because Fortnite is free. It's on. I mean, don't get me wrong. The people who came up with Fortnite, they played all these battle royale games. I mean, honestly, they're the first ones to do it. Yeah, they're the first ones to do it. And
PUBG.
Well, no, PUBG was.
Well, PUBG was, but
Fortnite was just a builder game where you fight zombies.
Yeah.
Those of us like me.
That's why I kind of liked it.
To be Founders Edition, and 2-3 years later, still seeing early access on the fucking screen. This shit will always trigger me. I'm
triggered.
You know what's crazy though? That's one thing about Call of Duty. It will eat up all that money up, regardless of anything.
Oh yeah, that's Activision, bro.
It's Activision.
They're the number one.
All that money up. You could buy a Founders Edition, Collector's Edition.
Remake?
Huh?
Or is that just Neversoft? Is Neversoft still around?
No, I don't think so.
No, I don't think so.
I think that's why we're not gonna see Spider-Man, Tony Hawk, and shit like that.
Yeah. But I mean, Call of Duty, the people who own it, Activision, have always been eating up all that money, man. I remember I did the same thing too, man. I bought like some edition where I got like a small camera that looked like a GoPro.
Night vision goggles.
Yeah, well, it wasn't night vision goggles. That was years ago. Oh my God, you brought it back. They had the night vision goggles. They had statues. They had dog tags. Activision's always been those guys that always give you those chachi items. You know what I mean? Even drones, stuff like that. Like, they've always been on top of that. Like, they basically gift you to play the game over and over and over again. They invested their money with it. Now, like, they allow, right now, the seasons just go through. You play through a season now. Like, you play through 1, you play through 2, which it's a lot better because people are pissed off because you're buying a game, and if you didn't get the premium edition, you're getting a collector's edition, you didn't get any add-ons. Or if you bought a season, you had to buy seasons along with the game, which was like you bought the game with $65, then you buy the season, which was like $49 or $59.
They can't get mad when they're paying $100 a year on Fortnite. Makes no sense. You know, like I spend on season passes. For me, I paid $10. For my son, I paid $25. And I don't pay the $25 because he asked me. I paid the $25 because I want him to be better than his friends and have all the shit that his friends don't have. You know, so I'm like, do your friend's mom and dad pay the season pass? He's like, yeah. I like, did they get them from part 1 or did they get them in advance? He's like, they don't like paying the $25. I'm like, well, I'm paying the $25 right now. You're going to be better than your friends because you're the fucking son of the gaming addict. Okay? So,
not only that, but you can see the investment come back to you, though. If your son is really good and he really kills it, he could be that same kid
oh
that
my
was.
God, he's taking me to #1 in duos like 5 times already. We've been #1 because of my son keeping my ass alive, saving the world. I keep him alive because I'm like, this is what Fortnite was supposed to be. And then the fucking battle royal, he keeps me alive because he's like, Dad, you got to use this, and Dad, you got to use that. I'm just glad I have this relationship with my son through video. Well, all my kids now play video games. My 4-year-olds are learning. They're playing fucking Animal Crossing now, even though they're cutting down all my fucking trees, but I stopped caring. And they're playing Paw Patrol on the Switch. I got them starting with the Switch, my twins. They're playing everything on the Switch.
Oh, you got Paw Patrol on the Switch?
Yeah, they got Paw Patrol on the Switch. It was one of the deal of the days, so it was for $20 last week. So I bought Paw Patrol for my son's Switch and my Switch. I let my other son and daughter, my younger son and daughter, play Paw Patrol on the Switch. So they've been doing that by themselves and playing Animal Crossing. I let my younger son at 4 years old play Red Dead when I want to take a nap and he shuts him up for an hour. You know, my younger son plays Red Dead and he actually knows how to ride a horse and shoot people now at 4 years old. So it's all about how you train them, people. You know, don't ever say that they're too young to learn their games because you never know. Never know. But anybody else want to add anything else to the whole Call of Duty conversation, or shall I move on?
No, that's good. You shout it out. You shout out the next thing, Michael, because you just responded to it.
Nope, I'm done.
Yeah.
So, somebody got one of the winners received the new logo shirt today.
Yes, for guys.
So Troy King was the winner of the most invites to the group, the Facebook group this month. That competition.
Facebook group, we give prizes.
And I actually gave it to first and second place. So second place is still in the mail. So it's coming, Dina.
Yep. So Gamerish Facebook group.
That looks good, man.
Now,
you like seeing that, don't you?
Yeah, it looks good on this. It looks good on.
He created the logo. For those who don't know, he created our Gamerish logo. So we give out T-shirts. I want one of those T-shirts. I'll be hitting you up soon with the new logo. I have the regular Gamerish logo. If you guys want.
Hey, they can only be one, man.
And you notice the banners in the back of
exclusivity.
We all have those banners. Unfortunately for me, because I have kids, it's harder for me to put up my banner. And Eric, I didn't even ask.
He's got tall ceilings.
Yeah, so I need a shirt. I gotta hit you up about a shirt when this is done. I'll pay you the money.
Yo, you know what I love about it though? Like it still keeps. If you look at the banner, it still has. It's not piscalated. Like it's still. I love it. It's awesome. I'm sorry.
Thank Mark for printing these out for us. Mark, who also gave us Toad. But Mark, who's also won competition, I think Mark has won 2 competitions from us. Mark has given us our banners. Mark has won a competition where he's gotten a T-shirt. Mark has actually won video games from me. So Mark is a big part of Gamerish. So Mark, you better be listening to this. And after we give you so much of a shout out on this fucking pod, you better share this episode like 5 times this week. Swear to God. Like, better share this shit like 5 times and tell your friends to like and subscribe. But let's move on in the news. For those on PCs, you master race people who don't shut up about your race. Phantasy Star Online 2 is coming to PC on May 27th next week. It will have cross-platform play with Xbox users, for those who didn't know. Sony CEO says that PS5 games will be announced soon. And I posed the question to you guys, if you had the choice of 3 launch games, to launch with the PS5 on 3 Sony franchises, I should say, to clear it up, what would your 3 franchises be? So for me, I think I mentioned this on the Gamerish podcast already. I said I would have it be Uncharted. The other game would be The Last of Us. I guess part 3 or 2, whatever. I think part 2 will come to PS5 eventually anyway. So The Last of Us, Uncharted, and my third game was, what was my third game? Any of you remember my third game?
I don't know, probably Final Fantasy.
No, what the hell? It has to be an exclusive. Final Fantasy is no longer exclusive. So hold on, I'm going.
Remake was.
It used to be exclusive, but no longer exclusive. But my last game was, I know I represented Jack and Daxter because I rather that over Ratchet and Clank. So I did bring that up. Okay, so I said The Last of Us, Uncharted,
God of War.
God of War was my third choice. If I had to choose between three franchises I wanted on launch day. I chose these because one, linear games. I don't have to worry about side quests and shit. For those of you who've been listening to me for years now, I fucking buy 5 games a week. If I can't find something to buy, I'll buy some garbage game just to play something new for the week. What I bought this week? I fucking bought Spellbreak, which is still in fucking beta mode, just because I needed something new to play. It's not a bad game. Today I went into beta of Ember on Stadia, which I guess I'll explain later. I meant to ask you guys what you were playing right now at the beginning of the pod, but I forgot. But yeah, but those are me. God of War, The Last of Us, and Uncharted. I don't have a lot of time for open world games right now, although I just finished beating Days Gone after weeks and weeks of that shit going on and on. But I'll explain with that on another podcast, A Drink in the Game, in which I will be bringing the fans in soon for anybody 21 and up. You cannot be part of the Drink in the Game if you're not 21 and up, because you must be able to drink. And if you can't drink, you will never be caught on screen with me. Promise me. Promise you. You'll never be caught on screen. Unless Patreon in the future. But yeah. So what about you, D? What 3 games would you love, franchises from Sony would you love launch with the PS5?
Honestly, you know, I like to see come back. Mod Nation Racers.
Oh shit, I forgot about that game.
I love that game.
That's from like PS3, right?
The Mario Kart Killer.
Yeah, the Mario Kart Killer. I mean, that game was, for me, playing on PlayStation with the controller, ridiculous. I loved it because my hands, I don't know. But Mod Nation Racers, God of War, of course. I mean, I'm a Kratos fan, so it's got to be God of War. Imagine if they do a God of War that had like a bit of Heavy Rain to it, like it's a mystery kind of thing. You know what I mean? Maybe Artemis, the sun,
Kratos doesn't know how to keep mysteries. He's either gonna fuck you or kill you.
Or I mean, but imagine,
maybe in that order.
But imagine a God of War. And I don't know how many gods they've gotten to. They haven't even gotten to the Egyptian gods yet. But imagine they get to that level with the Egyptian gods, but it's more cinematic. You know what I mean? Like, I understand how, like, you know, they had the cutscenes, whatever, but it's more cinematic feel to it. It looks more realism. You know what I'm saying? Like
if we were to get a Metal Gear on PS5.
Ooh, child. Boy, that'd be dope.
You got a Metal Gear on PS5.
That'd be dope, but it's not happening because, you know, we can pray for that. But My Nation Races, God of War, and Last of Us, of course. Last of Us.
So what about you, Mike? What will be your 3 games?
Uncharted, God of War 2, Spider-Man 2.
No, not no. Oh, Spider-Man. Oh, you talking about God of War New Age 2. Okay.
Well, yeah, because this last one was God of War, so this one's going to have to be God of War 2.
Makes sense. Just have to process it. What about you, E?
But yeah, Spider-Man 2. That game was the shit.
Yeah, I had to debate with Spider-Man, but I figured because it's open world and I'm like, I'm going to buy it. Me personally, I'm buying probably every launch title unless one of them look like a kiddie game. But yeah, I would love Spider-Man if I had a chance to grab it. I'd fucking grab it. What about you, Ito? What's your
I'll go with Spider-Man, also Last of Us, and I'll be the odd man out. Horizon Zero Dawn, even though I didn't finish that game.
Horizon 1 Dawn.
Recently, I only finished Horizon 2 months ago, and I said Days Gone was next. So I did finish that. So I know how you feel after waiting years. Coming back to that game after years, I had to start all over. When I went back in my save file, I had no idea what was happening. I couldn't remember how to play the game. I just said, fuck it, I'm going to start over. and that's what I did right now. So
what was the end of that game?
I guess if we're gonna spoil it, like she takes out like the big guy, the what do you call it, the hive mind, basically. It's like some Westworld shit.
Oh yeah, I didn't end it.
Hive mind that created everything, and she had to take him out because he wanted to destroy all the creations and blah blah blah.
Yeah, I didn't end it. I didn't
either.
Yeah.
I think it lost me after the fact that when she found out that the thing that she had in her thing was like from an ancient, but it wasn't really ancient.
Yeah, just our times.
Yeah, our time thing, and I think she lost me there. I was just like, fuck this game.
But yes, all right. So moving on from that, Unreal Engine 5, it was announced. I know we saw that PS5 showing, which was great. But Phil Spencer went on Twitter, mentioned yes, of course, if you were dumb enough to think that Unreal Engine 5 will only be used on PS5 games, you really are dumb. But Phil Spencer went online to reiterate to people like, yes, Unreal 5 will be on Xbox also. Like, for those of you fucking idiots who think that it's just PS5 exclusive, no. I don't know, whoever thought that shit, if you're listening to this and you thought that was going to be exclusive to just the PlayStation 5 and you used it in some fucking PlayStation fanboy argument, you're a dumb fuck.
That's that fanboy shit.
You're a dumb fuck. Yes, and we will continue to insult you people as much as you might not like.
Yeah.
If you thought that was going to be exclusive to PS5.
Yeah.
Just so you know, because I'm part of like 5 PlayStation pages, and at least 3 of them have people that thought Unreal Engine 5 was exclusive to PS5, and I had to shut them down. I'm like, you're stupid as fuck. If you
It's a third-party engine.
You know, like it's an engine. It's going to be used for multiple games. You know, like
People are stupid.
yeah. Calm down.
People are stupid.
And they announced that it will even come to Wii games, Switch games. My bad. Now I'm sounding.
It might come to a Wii game. Shit, they just came out with a game last year, didn't they?
Yeah. So it will be coming to Switch games as well. So if Unreal Engine 5 can run on the Switch, that is definitely coming to Xbox fanboys. Okay, like I don't know what games they'll use it
It'll
for.
hit those indies, and we'll actually probably see those before we'll see a lot of the big titles because Unreal 5's not even going to roll out till 2021. And for the real big games, the first real big game I see it rolling out for will be Fortnite, but fucking Gears will probably be the first big
Fortnite
game.
will probably get a big overhaul on next gen because we know Fortnite's coming to next gen. That's going to be a launch game, guaranteed. Fortnite will be on launch date. I'm betting that now. If Fortnite is not there with next gen systems on launch day, Gamerish crew, I'll buy all 3 of you a video game. If Fortnite is not there on launch day, so you guys bet against me. All right. But yeah, it will be coming to Switch. Fortnite. The reason they could bring up Switch is because Fortnite is on Switch. So if I'm thinking anything that Switch is getting Unreal Engine 5 on, it's Fortnite first and foremost before anything else. Hopefully they use it in Elder Scrolls. That would look good if it fucking Elder Scrolls got that shit, even though we probably won't see Elder Scrolls till 2022, 2023.
Ooh, maybe longer.
You know, yeah, that's probably a me and Eric game. Eric will probably have his own podcast on Elder Scrolls when that shit comes out, you know, because I know how I used to go deep. Me and Eric's relationship started on Elder Scrolls, for those who don't even know. When I started at Sony and I was in the break room, working for PlayStation, and Troy and Eric were just there. I'm just a new guy eating lunch in the break room, and they're talking about the Elder Scrolls, and I'm just like, you guys are talking about Elder Scrolls? And then Troy's, rude boy, you know about the Elder Scrolls? Rude boy. You know? This boy, I'm going to tell David, you got to stay. You stay in here. If you know about Elder Scrolls, you're going to stay here. I'm going to tell David.
You know what's funny? I'm sitting in the PlayStation lounge, and Troy comes up to me and he's like, yo, he know about Elder Scrolls. I'm just like, Elder Scrolls? What the
Your
fuck?
boy knows video games. Your boy knows video games.
He knows his video games. You keep him here. He knows his video games.
For
Like, I know. That's why I hired him.
My boss, when I used to work for PlayStation, David was my boss in PlayStation. Eric used to come and replenish us all the time on all the games we needed, but I used to always be able to keep games with me, especially Elder Scrolls. That was like the #1 game we spoke about when I first started at Sony. And yes, so for those who are wondering, yes, 3 of us here have worked for Sony. We have worked for PlayStation. We know things in the back. So if you ever think that we're haters of PlayStation, we worked for PlayStation.
We worked for PlayStation.
Okay,
we worked for PlayStation. You froze, Dre.
I'm a 13-year-old boy making up stories about my time in PlayStation, which I've heard about 2 or 3 times now in PlayStation fanboy groups when I try to check people. But no, kids, I'm actually older than most of you, and I've worked for PlayStation. Okay, just so you know. But moving on before I'm triggered with you idiots. Now, Tony Hawk Remaster will include older versions of some of our favorite people. So everyone, they're assuming that most skaters that are in there that are still alive today will be featured as middle-aged fathers inside the game. I guess maybe if there's a stat line, maybe the stats for certain moves will be lowered down or something, you know, but Tony Hawk wasn't about stat lines back in the day, so maybe it would just be a costume or skin. You guys have anything to say about that before I move on?
No, I'm happy about it.
Yo, I have a question. How many skaters do you think are dead since the game came out?
I don't think a lot are, because we haven't heard about a lot of them.
None of them.
Yeah.
I don't think any of them are dead.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
Shit, I heard Tony Hawk on Joe Rogan today. He motherfucker's still skating.
Yeah, so.
You have to.
Yeah.
I think that one unlockable will be that kid who broke Tony Hawk's record. That 12-year-old kid will probably be some unlock in the game.
And who's the big, that chick, that blonde right now, that's the big X game star. So.
Oh, I didn't even hear about her, so maybe we'll get her too. Other than that, The Walking Dead Season 5, A Fatal Frontier was leaked. I'm happy about this, if there really is going to be another Walking Dead season, which follows those who played The Last Frontier, I think it was called, with Clementine going into that town with this guy, and I believe his son and daughter, or his daughter or cousins, or whatever the fuck they were to him. Can't remember because it was so long ago. So apparently they're going to have a sequel to that, in which you see what happened with him, and apparently Clementine might come back in this. So since we haven't seen Clementine in the Walking Dead TV show like was promised or rumored, then maybe this is their way of bringing Clementine back to us. You guys have any opinions on this game being leaked, or anything to say about this? Any excitement?
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Nothing. All right. So before we close out this podcast, I got one question, and then Eric is going to end this with a trivia question to see who gets to give their final word of the pod. But my question to you guys, I posed to you guys, if you guys were an NPC in a video game and were just killed, what would be the loot that your killer would find on your body? So D, since you're at the top of my screen, I'll start with you. What your killer would find on your body?
I think a recipe for lasagna.
I know they definitely wouldn't find condoms.
No, you gonna find condoms. Not gonna find condoms on me, brother.
Dave has 5 kids, for those who are wondering where that joke came from.
You late, man. I got 6, bro.
6? Oh, shit. Yeah. Oh, God. He's upgraded. 6 kids.
6 kids, man. You know, my youngest was born around the time yours was born.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I know. I remember your wife and my wife were pregnant at the same time. 4th of July.
Belly bumping.
Last time they were together.
Belly bumping. Talking. Crazy. Anyway, maybe a cup of coffee, recipe for lasagna, and my M4 Glock, my M4, my assault rifle.
Oh, at least they get a weapon off of you.
They're gonna have to.
What about you, E? If you were to die and we were to loot your fucking big ass body, what would we find?
What the fuck, bro?
I don't know what. Yeah, what does that matter? What would they find in your 4 foot, 100-pound body?
Video games.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, really.
That's
No
one.
condoms. And Mike, no condoms either.
No condoms on me either. That's for fucking sure. Ask my wife.
You stupid.
Shit, man. I don't know. Candy, food, some sort of food. Nothing's like fucking recipe for lasagna. That's so fucking specific. I don't know.
Man, the reason why
some sort of food.
I cook. That's why. You see a
Some-
recipe
yeah,
of lasagna.
but I mean, there's so many different. So you make a lot of lasagna, apparently.
Yes. I am the Garfield of this house.
I was gonna say. I was gonna fucking say Garfield. All right. I'll probably have some comics in my pocket, even though that wouldn't really do any good for the person who killed me.
Some lore. They'll get some lore from you.
Yeah. Some
copy
sort
of your book.
food. Yeah, there you go. Thanks, Dave.
Oh, yeah. For those who don't know, Eric is actually an author too.
Thanks.
If you wanna plug that book in there for everyone.
He's a published writer.
Yeah, it's on Amazon. I just have been saying on my pod, just put my name ERIK and Champ, and it'll come up.
Yes.
Yeah, my book.
The version of me if I was a detective,
And I couldn't feel pain. Yeah. Comics, my book, food, and that's probably some sort of weapon. I don't know. A dildo. Make it like what's that game?
Dildo from Saints Row.
Yeah, like Saints Row. My little paying homage to Saints Row.
I said it. Fucking.
What about you, Mike? What would be on your body?
An energy drink.
Okay.
So,
Drinking that shit all the time.
all the time, so you'll get a stamina boost. And I always got a blade on me.
All right.
Oh shit! It's rough. It's rough in Indiana.
All right. For me, everybody knows already what I'm about: alcohol and beer. First,
And video games.
you're gonna find alcohol, beer, and a copy of Metal Gear on my fucking body.
Oh my god!
Probably gonna find a copy of Metal Gear, Blu-ray of Lord of the Rings Extended Edition.
Those are big pockets.
Yeah, this thing was
For a little body. I'm like, who? I can imagine now. Like, what can this guy have? Like, he's sifting through his pockets. Like, oh shit!
He's got more than anybody.
Hobbits would be in my pocket. Alcohol, beer. You'll find video games. Probably WWF No Mercy.
It's a large flask.
Yes, a large flask. Yes, a large fucking flask will be in my fucking pocket. And God, probably a note from my wife divorcing me for not paying her attention while I'm playing video games. So you probably find that shit too that you could use on your wife if you want to get out of jail free card.
Oh god.
So that would be on my body if you were to find me dead. But that's all I had for us. But like we started last week, I wanted to give one of us a chance to sign off with our favorite our gamer tags, our Twitter handles, Instagram handle, whatever, and your quote, a closing quote for people that three of us couldn't interrupt. So E came up with the idea of coming with a quiz to give us to see who would win and get the honors of closing out the pod today. So E, I leave it to you.
All right. So I'm assuming everybody here has heard of the World Video Game Hall of Fame. So since 2015, they've added games to this Hall of Fame. So far, there's 24 games. And let's see how many of you assholes can name them. Now, go one at a time. Don't start yelling shit all at once. Andre, what do you think? Pick one.
Grand Theft Auto 5.
No.
Shit.
Michael.
Ocarina of Time.
Who?
Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
No.
How the fuck did that not make the list? Jesus Christ.
I got one that's gonna make the list.
Go.
Tetris.
Yeah.
Boom.
Andre, go.
Kart.
Yes. What's your name, Michael?
Mario 3.
No.
What?
No. David, go.
Damn. Pong.
Yes. See, he's thinking the right thing.
Yeah.
You got to start thinking early.
Yeah, I know. Of course, those earlier games would be Punch Out.
What? No. Michael, you were on the right track, but think early.
Mega Man.
Jesus Christ. No. Damn.
Galaga.
Close, but no.
Oh, it was close.
Let's see if Super Mario 64.
What the fuck is wrong with you people?
You
No.
guys
It's
too
Hall
modern.
of Fame. Like, that's been old enough. It should be in the Hall of Fame.
No.
Think of older.
Oh,
Michael.
God.
Oh, fuck. The Legend of Zelda.
There you go.
That's one, yeah.
Yeah.
That's gonna pop up.
There we go.
Super Mario.
Yep.
But why not the
Alright.
best one? Super Mario 3.
No, well,
It should.
it should have been, but it's gonna be the original. It's gonna be the original.
All right, Andre,
Donkey
go.
Kong Country.
Oh, you.
Yo,
You
Michael,
get-
go.
Let me tell you something.
Donkey Kong.
No.
No, you
Oh,
guys
actually,
are picking.
yes, it is.
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you
Yes,
something.
right.
Dre, stop picking fan favorites because it's not gonna
Yeah,
happen.
really.
It's not gonna
Really?
happen.
No, but those are Hall of Fame games. You telling me that Donkey Kong Country isn't a
okay,
classic?
let me explain something.
No.
It's Hall of Fame games when it comes down to like Game Informer, GameSpot, all those places. We're talking about something
it's
that
not just that. You got to think about the building blocks of video games. You can't just say Donkey Kong Country and skip over Donkey Kong.
Yep.
Who the fuck? Thanks for making me lose my place. I think it was David. David, you're next.
Streets of Rage.
No.
Okay,
Andre.
I got one.
Come
wrong.
on, Andre.
Rage ain't even on that shit. Fuck.
Building blocks of video games.
I got another one.
The
Okay.
Sims.
Nope.
Yes.
Mm.
Go, Michael.
River City Ransom.
No. What? No. Go, David.
That was the first beat 'em up.
Street Fighter.
Yeah. Oh, which one?
The second one.
There you go. You got it. All right, Andre.
Diablo.
No, you're close though. You're close to it though.
Diablo 2.
No.
No.
Think of a game
Don't
that's like it.
fucking do twice. Michael, go.
Gauntlet Legends. No, Gauntlet. Gauntlet.
No. No, Michael, go.
Grand Theft Auto.
Which one?
3.
3.
Yes. Do you go?
Doom.
Yes.
Wolfenstein.
No. Is that really your answer?
Yes, Wolfenstein was my
Michael, go. Michael.
Doom.
I said that.
David said it already.
Okay, scratch it. Kid Icarus.
No.
Mm.
David, go.
Hold up. You said
Jesus, this is so
there's a game like Galaga, but I'm trying to remember the name. It's not Arcade. No. Skip. I have it in my head.
All
but I don't
right.
remember.
Yo, we're going to.
Madden.
What the fuck was that?
Sorry.
Wait. Hold on. Let's go one more time, and then the rest that we don't have, I'll start giving you clues, and whoever says it gets it. All right. What'd you say, Dre?
Madden.
Yeah, the very first one. Yeah. All right, Mike.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
You got it. See, you're starting to think now. All right, David, go.
Man, I'm lost on this one. I'm trying to remember this one game where it was like, I can't remember it. Go ahead, you skip me again.
All right, now there's some left. There's 2 games on here I've never heard of, and I'm not even going to do them because I guarantee none of us have heard of these
Well, I
games.
didn't play it.
Not in 1963. No, I don't think so.
Okay.
So I'm going to give you some clues on some of the others, and the first person to yell it out gets the point, all right? All right, so I'll give you this great hint. It was remastered, this past year, the last past year? And all you motherfuckers love this game. And I can't stand it. is remastered. It just got remastered
This year?
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, I think what?
Final Fantasy.
Yeah, you got it.
Ah, shit.
All right. This was this.
Come on, Dre. Come on.
Yeah, man.
I can't think of anybody that hates Final Fantasy.
Me.
I don't like
I
it.
play every game. All right, so Mr. I play every game. So this was an Xbox game. This is like the premier title.
Halo.
Who
I said
said
it.
it? Who said? Andre said it. Andre said it. All right.
Well,
finally.
Andre got 1 point.
That's my 4th point.
All right, you ready for this? This
Count.
is a game that comes on every PC. Probably not a Mac, but every PC. Yeah, most people have probably everyone who's
Solitaire.
You got it. Mike's got it.
Oh, what you
All
said?
right. Solitaire.
Solid. Oh, okay.
Everyone's played that fucking game.
Yeah.
All right, so David said Street Fighter 2, so this is the opposite.
Mortal
of that.
Kombat.
Michael got it. All right, now this fucking game, I can't believe no one has gotten this game. So this is probably one of the most popular, oldest arcade games. And then when they put a new one out, all they did was put a bow on it.
Pac-Man.
Got it, Michael got it.
Wow,
I can't
you're
believe no
killing it
one
right
said
now.
that before.
I wasn't.
Because you know why?
What?
Those are games I would not play. Not say would not play, could not beat.
Yeah. All right, this is I think this came on the Game Boy. This is a part of a very popular anime.
Pokemon.
Dre said it. You said it. Dre said it. All right. What the hell's your name? Hold on, I gotta. All right, let's see. What else? Oh, okay. So David was thinking about this game, I believe. It's not Galaga, but it does deal with
Centipede.
aliens. No. It deals with aliens. Huh? It deals with aliens.
Invaders.
What's the whole title?
Fuck.
Space Invaders.
Space
Michael
Invaders.
got it. Michael got it. All right, let's see what else. Oh, this one's going to be difficult. All right, this came out in the 70s. It's not going to help you at all. But everyone probably played this game in school.
Oregon Trail.
Got it, Michael. Got it.
Man, I was about to say it.
Michael's killing it right now, man.
Two more left. All right, this one, let's see, there's been 3 movies made out of this
Mortal Kombat?
video
Oh, no.
game.
Wait.
Resident Evil.
Mortal Kombat already.
No. It's the early days of PlayStation. A female
Tomb Raider.
Michael got it. All right, last
What the
one.
fuck?
Last one. Probably the top, one of the top selling PC only games.
World of Warcraft.
Got it, Michael got it.
Yo,
Dude, I was
what is
fucking
this?
waiting.
Crazy, bro.
I was fucking
Mike with the
waiting.
comeback. Mike with the comeback.
I gotta do the other 2 games. I gotta tally the numbers, but 2 of the games that I didn't mention.
Virtual Fighter.
One is called Space War from 1962. It's like one of those like really old, like when they thought computers were gonna be like 6 feet high, like really old. I had never heard of it, but apparently it was so old, I guess they decided to put it in. And the other one was a game called, what the fuck is it? Colossal Cave Adventure. So again, I never heard of it. All right, let's see. Michael had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. D got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You got 6. Yo, Michael really pulled it out of his ass, man. 2 for Dre, 3.
I had
4.
I was counting.
5 for Dre. All right, Michael, you won.
All right, so we're closing this out. All right, I'm closing this out.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
so I'm Michael Brevard Decker. I'm Captain BD, Captain Space BD on Xbox, Captain BD 84 on PSN, Captain BD on Stadia, and my Switch code is long, so I don't know that one. Just have to come hit me up in our Gamerish group. So what I want to say is right now, join our Gamerish family. It's damn good. Hit us up on our Discord. It's popping. It's been going off. We're going to start some new things up. We're going to be talking about getting into, what is it?
Patreon?
Patreon. So my podcast for this group is called Shit I Learned from Animal Crossing This Week. But I'm thinking I'm about done learning about some shit from Animal Crossing. I think I've learned about all of it. So I'm trying to come up with a new idea for a podcast. I'd like it to be more of our member base. So maybe some gaming with me, you know what I mean? Get some homies gaming with me, but I'd like for you guys to give me some ideas. So hit us up in Discord and the game chat with some ideas for my pod. Hit us up on Facebook. That's really all I'm on is Facebook and Discord. I have an Instagram, Captain BD513, but I'm not really on it that much. I need to get on that more. So shit, follow me on there too. And quote for the day. Life's a beach. Dig it.
All right. And that's the Gamers Podcast. Peace out, people. Till next week.